I'm fishing today with this man, Dave Tronson, 71 years old, a retired farmer from Doyen, North Dakota, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, and a founding member of the Perch Patrol Guide Service.
Oh, look at that thing.
Oh, you got a good one.
I shouldn't laugh, I guess.
You have a good one, I think, Dave.
Well, I don't know. It's
Either that or you're making it look awfully good.
Oh, that little pole is... Yeah, it's a dandy.
Oh, that's a beautiful perch. Wow.
Look at that one there.
Oh, now that is nice. Boy, those are nice fish. Hey, that's what makes Devil's Lake famous. Perch like that. Yeah, these aren't good weather conditions either. Oh, yes. Here's the Bob props to perch fishing, I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Well, not
as big as the last one, but he's still pretty decent.
Like a keeper, huh? I always squeeze them, then they open up the mouth.
How'd you guys all get started, Dave?
We met Zippy out here on the ice with another fellow, and they'd tell us where the fish were, and we'd tell them where the fish were, and finally we decided to join in 97, I believe it was. We joined.
Been going that long, huh?
And Zippy named it the Perch Patrol, and we've been going ever since. And it's been real good.
Well, I can tell you don't get along with people very well.
No, I tell you, it's the best bunch of guys I've ever been around.
Well, you know, Dave, I've known you for all these years, and I will say in honesty that Dave is one of the most modest guys I know. But you know that all the people you guide with, the other members of the Perch Patrol, they all say the same thing.
I have yet to see anybody that can outdo Dave. There's some days he just can go out and find them, and he'll move his guys in on the fish and don't fish himself. He just enjoys tracking them down out here. But when he puts his mind to it and starts fishing, there isn't any of us that can really keep up to him.
We call him the ice fishing magician. He comes up with some things that you just can't believe would catch fish, and boy, they sure do, you know. And I sure hope when I get to be his age, I've caught half as many fish as he has, because he's the nicest guy in the world, and boy, he can fish.
No doubt, he's the heart and soul of the Perch Patrol Guide Service. He's a very pleasurable person to work with. You know, he's like a big kid. He's in his 70s, but he's got more tomfoolery. He likes to have a good time just like the rest of us. And of course, the clients love him. He's a very genuine person. You know, he loves to ice fish. It's in his blood, and it shows the way he works with people and the way he guides them.
In his 70s, is he showing any signs of slowing down?
I don't think so. He says he does, but you know, he's kind of our pace setter, because you know, I'm half his age. You can't complain, or he'll embarrass you. So he's unbelievable. You know, he's an insomniac. He doesn't sleep much. He goes to bed about 9 o'clock, but he's up by 3. You know, we meet for breakfast by 6 in the morning, and by then he's on his second breakfast. And he's driven around the car lots and in Devil's Lake waiting for the restaurants to open at 6. We thank our lucky stars every day he's with.
Good one, too.
I don't think it's that big, Dave, but they're all good. That's the first one that hit it.
But that one hit, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, look at that, baby.
They're nice fish. They are nice fish.
There's one.
You put a pretty good bend in the rod.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Oh, sure.
Good one.
That was on the maggots, huh?
Yeah. And that color, I think you bought one like that, didn't you? Pretty much like it.
Ah, there we are. Come on. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Perch schools seem to always be on the move. And when it occurs, the bite's a short one, and you have to work quickly to take advantage of it. The reward, of course, is a meal of perhaps the sweetest tasting fish of all.
If he was our age and still guiding like this, we'd have to hit him in the back of the head with a 2x4 every morning just to keep up with him. He keeps us on our toes out here at all times, so he hasn't slowed down one bit, and I don't expect him to.
He's a little more resistant to the change than the rest of us, just because I don't think he likes to read the manuals and learn it. But he really likes using the FL-18. He came out and said, well, I don't know if I need one of those. Well, it didn't take him but 2 days, and boy, he sure liked it. You know, the shelters, and all this makes it easier for us, and easier it is to move the more we're going to move, and making the equipment lighter, I think, has definitely helped Dave too.
Ah, yes, Dave's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, and certainly the most skilled winter perch fisherman I've ever known. But as we said at the outset, fishing is just about as much about who you're fishing with as it is about the fish.
Oh, there we go, Dave. There we go.
Holy cats. Should I help you?
Oh, he feels decent.
What in the world you got there?
I'm guessing 4.5 pounds a perch. They do get that big in Devil's Lake, don't they?
Not quite.
Okay, then 3.
I think you got more than a perch on there.
I could have. Whatever it is, it's pretty good fish. Get this out.
There. Oh boy, that's going to
I
be
don't know what this is. If it's a perch, it's a good one.
Oh, it's a walleye. Oh, a
Oh, a
bass.
big white bass.
Oh my goodness.
A big white bass.
Look at that. Yeah, I'm right in the mouth.
Look at that.
Oh, what the world?
Now that, and I got somebody's line here.
Oh, that's... Oh,
That is a big white bass.
I'll let this go here.
Look at that. I suppose that weighs 13 pounds, 14?
Oh, come on.
Well, Dave,
I bet you got 3 pounds
listen,
there. though.
Dave, all fishermen are born honest, but we get over it.
Devil's Lake, such a fun lake to fish, with such a great variety of quality fish, and what a pleasure to spend a winter day in the company of my friend Dave Tronson. The memory of that white bass was still fresh in my mind. They aren't normally taken by winter anglers, and that fish weighed well over 2 pounds, but nothing compared to what followed.
There's white bass, I think. There's a big school of them, Dave. Look at how high they're
Oh,
suspended.
my goodness. They're way up there.
Oh, they're all over.
Every place but mine. Good job. Oh, I had them on. Oh, I got you. That's... I forget about you there. Oh, look at
I
that.
saw them come in, and I... Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, cat.
Oh,
look at
geez,
that.
that's big.
Look at that
Look,
thing.
we're entangled, though.
Whoop. I got you messed up.
Not bad.
Look at it. Look at that animal. Holy
Oh, my
cat.
gosh. Look at that.
You'll have to weigh that one for me. I get out
Oh,
of your way.
my gosh. That is incredible. I mean, that's a white bass. Yeah, I do want to weigh this one. Wow.
Later, I posed for the obligatory photo, wondering just how heavy that white bass was. I didn't get to measure the girth, but it was a full 19 inches long. And it weighed in at a whopping 3 pounds, 11 ounces.
North Dakota's Devil's Lake. You know, this lake has grown. When I first began fishing it, it covered about 35,000 acres. And if you want to book a winter trip here, the Perch Patrol, man, these guys are good. And you'll never find a nicer guy, for example, than my guest today, Dave Tronson. And I want to thank Dave for all the help in getting us on a lot of fish today. And if you'd like to book these guys, dial up my website. That's where you'll find all the information, www.tonydean.com. Our thanks also to our friends at the Devil's Lake Chamber of Commerce. I'm Tony Dean. Thanks for being with us.